Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Wednesday evening, race fans. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Midwest Truck Series presented by SecureALift Boat Lift Restraint Systems. Out in the Midwest tonight, headed to Kansas Motor Speedway. The big 1.5-mile D-shaped oval. High speeds, pack racing, gonna be fun. "28 drivers have checked in for racing action here tonight. We're just kind of randomly looking at different drivers. Quickest in the practice session at the moment, the 6 truck of Greg Smith. putting the DSSN DRN colors out front. Let's see if he can hold that up and bring home a win tonight. There's Harley Barletta, Brandon Mackey, Justin Durand, your current points leader, but only by about 20 points right now over Garrett Boyd, and then Brandon Mackey's third. The aforementioned Greg Smith in fourth, and Adam Vinny now up to the fifth spot in points. So something we haven't been used to all season will go back to feeling fairly normal. Adam Vinny will be going towards the back of the field again, as first 4 weeks of the season, that was not the case for him, and he's kind of gotten used to that. There's your second in points, Garrett Boyd. 2 in a row he brings in. Looking to three-peat in the winner's circle. Going to have his work cut out for him because he is going to have to drive from almost the very last truck. He'll be second to last tonight when the green flag falls. Man, y'all got to get control of them spam bots over there on Twitch. They are pathetic. That isn't even really English, I don't think. It would have failed English class with whatever I just got. That's horrible. Father Time. Oh, Reed Arundel. In here making some laps as well. Frank Chavez is one of the late arrivers, but he did make it. There's Captain Spaulding. Oh, Kevin Spaulding's in here. He's been having some good runs lately. Finishes haven't been indicative of how well he has run. The Cambinator, Captain Yeet. The Heatmeister. I love it. Just about 3 minutes and they'll get ready for qualifying. And then we will be ready to go racing here. I've been feeling better the last couple of days. I think I'm finally fully rehydrated again. Most of this has passed. Most of this medical stuff. At least it feels like it. I mean, I haven't had any more pain. I haven't had any problems. So, we'll see. I still need to go back to the doctor, but I'm not real big on hospitals, doctors, judges, lawyers, cops. We can go right down the list. Corey Blevins, a 24 truck, getting a few laps in here. Now, this is one of the tracks where he's usually pretty good. Do not be afraid to say hi in my chat, please. Let us know where you're watching from. Got a favorite driver? Make sure you shout them out. You never know, they may be watching. And they may shout back. Or you may induce them to have a wreck. You never know. If they're watching, they look away from the screen. Next thing you know, they're backwards and upside down on the backstretch. Who knows? Sun is officially going down and the lights are going to start coming up. And we'll do these laps pretty much under the lights here. Jersey. Yeah, Mr. Forstner is supposed to come and have a chat with you, sir. I gave him some ideas. Travis Downing finally. 30-42. He told me he was going to do 30-20. He got a 42. I mean, I'm not going to give him a lot of credit, but he was faster than he was earlier, which was like a 7 or something. So he picked up a tiny bit. Speaking of the aforementioned, he got a little bit of new paint on that 69 truck tonight. The numbers actually show a little bit tonight. See what it looks like under the lights. At dusk, I can still tell that's a 69 truck, for sure. Practice has reached a conclusion, and that means it's time for qualifying. 2 laps. Hello, Tiny Dancer. You can call me tomorrow morning or something. I don't really care. I was just going to BS with you, see how things were going, see if you were getting your tail end kicked and all that. We can start talking about once you're all caught up, getting some stuff going for next season. Cody Smith already rolling out. Mashburn, Mackey, Boyd, Barletta, Bigelow. Jonathan Scott, Steve Pearson, Corey. There's a bunch of guys on track right now. Michael Everett also in the 8 truck out. Yeah, mine too. I was looking for consolation, someone that had it worse than I did, I guess. I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, my nose is going crazy right now. Must be something in the air. We'll watch Mr. Everett come around here. He is about to put down the first of his timed laps. Oh, I don't have TikTok, so I can't look at those guys. Garrett Boyd, 30-32. Mackey, 30-28. They're going to bump each other around for just a moment here. It looks like Bigelow's up there. 30-35, 36 for Bigelow. 36 for Smith, just a little quicker, though. Oh, let's see where the old man of the bunch is at. Rundle, 6th quick. Kevin Spaulding just getting going here. Let's see. Boyd to just shut it down. Neither he nor Mackey nor Smith improved. Stephen Pearson was 7th quick. See, Reed Rundle shuts it down. He's 1 and done. Ryan Camba coming off a 4. He'll get to the line. Cut that apron flat. 16th fastest for the 204, and he may run this second lap. Adam Vinny goes to 3rd quick. Now it looks like he may run his second lap for time. See if he can improve. 35 for Adam Vinny. See if lap 2 improves for him. He slowed down about a 10th. 30-46. David Durand in the 42. Justin Durand first lap by. Justin Durand in the 5 truck. Barely moved up. He's running the high side. He'll bank everything on lap number 2. First time by for David Durand. Only moves him to 23rd. Mike Forrester rolling out of pit road finally. He might have forgot how to get to the racetrack. Crawled out of his car, went to the hot dog stand, and forgot how to get back. Second time by for Justin Durand. 4th quick. Jumps him up there. 30-36. David Durand now. Cross the line. Where will he move to? He's going to go 9th quick. And now we'll watch that 69 truck. He's the only truck out. No one else on the Speedway. Well, who you picking to hose over tonight there, Tiny Dancer? Mike Forstner, first time by 17th. We'll see what his second lap does. 30.57, he's going to need to find about 3/10. If he can find 3/10 of a second here, he could snatch the pole away from these guys. Has run improved this week so far. 2 top 5s in his last 2 races. Trucks over at DSRL on Monday night and the B car race. He'll move up to 14th at 30.50. And in the B car race, he had a 5th place finish as well. So see if he can keep that momentum going and get himself another top 5, maybe even move into the top 3 tonight. So Mackey, Boyd, Vinny, Durand is the top 5 are all in the top 5 in points, and every single one of them will be going to the back of the field. So, beer tent. Yeah, I said beer tent, and I want like a order of nachos and maybe a hot dog. Extra mustard and relish. That'd be great. Appreciate you, Tiny Dancer. All right, let's get ready to look at the starting lineup for tonight's main event. All 100 laps of it. Brandon Mackey, the 99, pole position, 30.287. The 21 of Garrett Board on his outside. Row 2 is the 64 of Adam Vinny and the 5 of Justin Durand. And then your third row, the last of your top 5 in points. Craig Smith in the 6 on the inside and Brock Bigelow, the 27 on the outside. Those top 5, well, they're going to head to the back, and that's going to move everybody else up. The 18 of Travis Downing, the 81 of Harley Barletta. Row number 4, row 5 is David Durand, the 42, Kevin Spaulding, the 25. Move back to our 6th row. We find the 83 of Stephen Pearson inside and the 51 of Jonathan Scott on the out. 45 of Todd Cleek next to the 69 of Mike Forstner back in row 7. Row 8 is Father Time, Reed Rundle, the 43, Cody Smith, the 7. Then Coy Callis in the 2 and Frank Chavez in the 23 make up row 9. Row 10, Chris Gaxel, the 707, Ryan Kamba, the 204. So all the triple-digit guys end up in a row. Then the 88 of Todd Kier and the 19 of Russell Harold in row 11. Row 12 is Tyler Horn, the 26, Michael Everett, the 8. Jacob Mashburn, the 22 next to the 24 of Corey Blevins. And finally, Brad Ebel in the 56 and Gary Wright, the 95, make up the last row, row number 14. So Downing and Bigelow. What do you mean we're liquid diet? I can't just do liquid diet, dude. I got to have some protein and some sustenance here, bro. Help a brother out. Man, thought we were friends and all. All right. I don't know if we're going to get the pace car out this time or not. It looks like we still have guys going to the back, so I think we're going to have to go another lap here. Yeah, maybe now they got it sorted out. Maybe we will duck that pace car off. Yes, we will. Time to go green flag racing.
Green, green, green.
We're underway. The Midwest Truck Series presented by SecureALift Boat Lift Restraint Systems from the Kansas Motor Speedway. David Durand right to the front. Stephen Pearson came through with him. Woo-hoo! Travis Downing had a pucker factor moment right there. And I don't know what happened, but that truck is slowing on the apron right away. Something happened to Travis Downing. He is headed for pit road. Durand, Pearson, Bigelow, Cleek, and Forstner are the top 5 right now. Harley Barletta up on the top side in 6th. He'll have a good run up the backstretch and pull alongside the 69. 45 stays at the top and kind of cuts the line off on the 81. He'll relinquish the spot again. And that'll let Forstner get alongside Todd Cleek. Bigelow went around Pearson. Travis Downing just left pit lane, so some kind of penalty for the 10 truck. Had to go serve it. He'll come back out. He'll be 1 lap down. But if we catch a caution, he will be your lucky dog. Move to the high side. Pearson just a tiny bit off the pace here early. And he is getting past left, and he may lose 2 more spots. Oh, we may have contact. Woo, 81.45. Right in front of Father Time. Had contact coming up off the apron right there, headed for turn number 1. Let's go look and see. Where are... Well, Jacob Mashburn, Brady, Cody Smith. There's Justin Durand. He is working around Russell Harrell, 23rd. Garrett Boyd is 21st. Brandon Mackey's right in front of him. Greg Smith right in front of that. And there you'll find the 64 of Adam Vinny right in front of them. They're working the outside of Michael Everett here. All trying to move inside the top 20, and a 6 truck looked like he got pretty loose there getting into turn 1. Brandon Mackey looks like he may be struggling a little bit. Going to lose the spot to Durand here. That's for 22nd. Go up front because David Durand has not shook the pack yet, but Stephen Pearson figured things out, and now he's starting to roll back to the front. He's all the way back to that 2nd position. Got around Forstner and Bigelow. He is going to try to go up here and challenge for this lead, it looks like. Right in the tire tracks of the 42. Forstner around Bigelow for the 3rd spot, and that brings Reed Rundle to the bumper of the 27, and it keeps Harley Barletta right in there. Coy Callis inside the top 10, still in 7th, and Cleek, Scott, and Spalding. Before you get back to 11th place, Gaxel, and then we start getting into the Kiers, Chavez's, and Horns. And they're having good runs, staying inside the top 15 already. It's early. But every position you can keep now is a position you don't have to fight for as we start to get through the fuel run, about 42 laps. Adam Vinny behind Corey Blevins, just kind of lurking right there. Greg Smith will go down to the apron. Vinny, wow, Adam Vinny just kept him below that white line. That may come back to haunt him later. We'll see. Let's find out where that ends up putting Smith. Smith goes back to about 20th after that, and he was battling for the 15th spot before it. So we'll see. Justin Durand right behind this battle here between Gary Wright and Greg Smith. Still up front, Durand and Pearson are 1-2. Reed Rundle now up to the 3rd spot. Bigelow and Barletta 4-5. Caution. And let's see. Oh, no. What happened to Kevin Spalding, the 25? Oh, car high. That's what happened. He and Mike Forstner have a moment. Yeah, let's go watch this. We may need to go watch that again. They may put the 25 onto the hook tonight. We'll have to see. That truck, oh, yeah. Yeah, suspension's gone on the front. Left front tire turned dead left. Right front's trying to do all the steering. Major problems. Let's go see if Forstner's got any damage out of that deal. Doesn't look too bad. Left front looks like it's pretty clean. Several trucks headed for pit road. Bigelow, Callis, Cleek, Forstner, Blevins. Oh, yeah. Vinny, Boyd, Horn. They're all trying to go get. I guarantee you we're going to see fuel stops here. We won't see tires. Too early for tires. They're going to try to extend their fuel run and get themselves into the back half and try to make this on one more stop. Yeah, no tires going on any of these front trucks. So Durand, Pearson, let's see how far we go. Bigelow was on pit road, so there you go. Justin Durand in ninth. The last of the cars that stayed out, Chavez, Keir, Gaxel, Scott, Barletta, Arundel, Pearson, and Durand. David Durand in the 42 all stayed out. Then it's Bigelow, Callis, Cleek, Blevins, Vinny, Boyd, Horn, Camba, Smith, Mackey, Wright, Everett, Harold, Ebel, Mashburn, Downing. Forstner's still on pit road. Now he's rolling away. And Spalding, we will see. Man, that truck is heavily damaged. I'm not sure he's going to get to continue tonight. All right, doubled up, ready to get back to it. Going to restart on lap number 14. We'll see how that moves the needle on one more stop. I think it makes it so that these guys can get there with one more stop. All right, pace car out of the way. Into the start zone. Green flag immediately flies. David Durand launched it. Wow, what a start. He may get too far out in front. Reed Arundel around the bottom. Looks like he is going to take over the second spot, at least for the moment. Pearson may have the run back down the backstretch. See if the high side can do anything. I think Arundel just a short way around. We're not up to speed. It's just too hard to make that outside work on the first couple of laps of the run. And now Pearson's going to have to contend with Jonathan Scott in the 51 down there on the bottom. This time Pearson may have the advantage through the middle and off of turn number 2. And Scott may just have to fall in behind. And he will do just that. Barletta, Keir, and then Justin Durand now up to 7th. Gaxel and Bigelow 8, 9. Boyd up to the 10th spot around the outside of Frank Chavez. Got pinned in behind the 707 of Gaxel, but he'll stay on the outside. And now he may end up getting both completely cleared here when we come off turn 2, because he's going to have a monster run down the backstretch. And the 21 truck up to the 9th spot. Adam Vinny. Oh, Jonathan Scott, problems for the 51. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. He must have blinked out because he was falling like a brick through the field right there. He's 6th, right next to Justin Durand in the 5. They'll battle heading to turn 3. So let's go further back. Adam Vinny's 13th. Greg Smith 16th. Brandon Mackey now in 18th. Make it 17th as he worked around the high side of Cleek. He is catching up to Jonathan Scott. Jonathan Scott is falling like a brick. Just not like it looked on the scoring pylon. There's Ryan Camba thinking about a 3 wide, and he'll get it done, take a spot. Maybe 2 now, as he'll go around the 45 of Todd Cleek. So the Cambinator hadn't yeeted it yet tonight. He had him a time at Miami Homestead first part of the week. We'll see if Kansas is a little friendlier confines. Forson's 19th, Tyler Horn 20th, then Gary Wright, Michael Everett, Brad Ebel, Travis Downing, Jonathan Scott, Russell Harold, Jacob Mashburn, and Kevin Spaulding officially retired from the race. Let's see if we can talk to Mr. Spaulding. Got a copy, Kevin?
Absolutely.
All right, man. You were in the driver's seat down on the bottom on the front stretch. From your point of view, what happened out there that is going to end the 25's night?
Well, we got probably at this moment about 14 minutes of damage to fix.
Woo.
I'm going to take it out and get what I can done. And I'll be back out there. I was going straight. I wasn't looking in the mirrors at all. I just had a nice hole there at the bottom. Took it, and I was going straight, wasn't looking at the mirrors, and then I wasn't going straight anymore, and she nosed hard into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like it broke the left front suspension pretty bad because that left front tire was pointed left while the right front was trying to drive straight down the backstretch. So the guys got their work cut out for them.
Yeah, it was absolutely driving like a tank. But we'll put her together and take a few more laps tonight.
All right, man. Well, good luck after you get it fixed up. See what you can get, and try again next week.
Yep, thank you.
Driver of the 25 truck, Kevin Spaulding. In tonight's first caution. Durand, Rundle, Pearson got a little gap here, and then it's a big gap. Barletta and Keir. Then you find the 6th place truck of Justin Durand, your points leader. Trying to close in. Corey Blevins is now up to 7th. Garrett Boyd and Brock Bigelow are side by side, 8 and 9. And Gaxel is still 10th, but he's got some company.
All right, man.
Caution for the second time tonight. Okay, so we're going to look and see. We got a Ryan Camba sighting in this one, apparently. Oh, yeah. No. Nope. We're going to go back. We're going to go back. We're going to go back even further. We're going to watch this right in here. Seven truck. Right on the bumper of the 64. Moved out to the right. And when he did, he kind of got into that right rear corner there. Man, close quarters and not much room for air. The air off these trucks will pull them together, push them apart. You're never sure which is actually going to happen. And that is going to hurt several drivers. Coy Callis got part of that. Right side of that truck pancaked in. Vinny Camba got a lot of it. Oh, he got yeeted. That thing's 2 feet shorter on the front end. Cody Smith, right front damage. Spaulding's still on pit. He said he's going to try to get back out. So we're going to have a lot of guys get on pit road. Some of our leaders now that didn't come in on the first caution are going to come in because Durand is going to be right there. I want to tell you what's kind of wild to me right now. All these guys that were in this that took in and went into pit road are actually getting lapped. by these guys out here. Rundle, Blevins, Boyd, Cleek, Wright. All out there, top 5 stayed in it. David Durand, first off pit road. Stephen Pearson, not in front of Harley Barletta. Did get out in front of Durand, Bigelow, Kier, Gaxels. There's Greg Smith. Chavez, Forstner, Mackey, Everett, Scott, Ebel, Horn, Harold, Downing, and Mashburn. And then everybody else still on pit road. Cody Smith, Coy Callis, Ryan Campbell, Adam Vinny, Kevin Spalding. So we'll probably get to choose here. We'll go 1 to go. We'll get ready to restart. It'll be lap 27 when we do. Still 73 laps to go. Gosh, I got to dig so deep to find that guy. Yeah. I'll tell you what we could do. We could find these people right here. See who all's around in this bunch. I don't want to do that just there. I need a second here, folks. Oh, yeah, there we go. We can move them to that one. So there they go. Now they can come to me. Aaron, you got... Don't you do that to me again. Aaron, do you got a copy? Hello, Mr. Aaron.
Roger, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Lively here tonight at Kansas. Whole lot of action already.
It is an exciting race tonight for sure.
Yeah, seems to be a lot of close quarters racing going on, and we're seeing a little bit of attrition already. We're about 5 races into the season, and looks like it's going to shape up to be a pretty good one. It's getting pretty tight at the points at the front.
It's been an exciting season. There's been a lot of good racing and exciting to watch, and that's a good thing.
Well, as long as you guys are still enjoying it, that's what really matters. We watch a pass here for the lead. Garrett Boyd trying to get around Father Time. Reed Rundle here headed into 3 and 4. But as long as you guys are still enjoying everything, that's all that really matters. You guys are the ones that help put the whole thing together. So as long as you're enjoying it, you're having fun watching the broadcast, man, I hope you keep doing it.
Well, we are having a good time. We're watching it. We're liking it. And, we're just getting through hurricane season down here in southern Florida. So, if you have a boat lift down here and you need a restraint system for it, give us a call at SecureALift.
Absolutely, buddy. Thanks for coming on and chatting with me for a minute. I'm going to throw you back to the group that you were in, and we'll talk to you again here real soon.
All right. Thanks, Roger. Have a great night.
Tell Mary Lee we said hi.
Will do.
Oh, love the SecureALift folks. Without them, we don't get any of this. Now, where'd he go? I had a hold of him. Keeps slipping through our little fingers here. There we go. Now, Garrett Boyd out front. Oh, boy, is he going to three-peat. It's going to be interesting for sure. Here comes David Durand. A little fresher tires than the trucks around him. And Justin Durand is tucked in right behind him. So the Durand boys trying to go up here and tell Mr. Boyd, not so fast, buddy. You're fast, but we want to clamp this thing in here. Corey Blevins, I've told you guys at the beginning of the night, he's usually really good here at Kansas. He's up here in the 4th spot, and he is not just letting these guys go. One of the trucks that stayed out on that last caution. The new tires are bound to be what inevitably gets the lead away from the 21. Now, he is not going to do it without putting up a little bit of a fight here, but the new tires will absolutely prevail. The 42 and the 5 both have them. '81 of Harley Barletta as well. Stephen Pearson back up here, 5th. Brock Bigelow. Then it's Greg Smith, Corey Blevins. So a mixture of new and old tires in the top 7 right now, top 8. Then Mike Forstner up to 9th, and Todd Keir is 10th. Reed Rundle, who restarted this at the front, now back to 11th, make it 12th. He's going to be 13th in a moment. Chavez is going to go by right behind Mackey, and then Todd Kleek will square things up and look at the bumper of the 43 and see if he can take spot away as well. He might not get the chance because Tyler Horn has the 26 truck rolling pretty well. And Horn will take the spot away, so Rundle's back to 14th already. Up front, Harley Barletta made a bid to take second away from Justin Durand, and it just didn't materialize. He didn't have the exit speed. Turn 2 slowed him down. Durand got a great run, and he's trying to work to the outside of the 42 and try to lead his first laps tonight. Is he going to get it done at the line by about a truck length? Justin Durand from the back to the front, and it took him 35 laps to get there. Barletta not giving up on this, and he went to the outside and got a phenomenal run around the top, and Barletta may go to the point and hold this here. Harley Barletta with a great run through turns 1 and 2. Dove to the outside, past 3 trucks. Justin Durand went from 1st to 4th in that exchange. Stephen Pearson got around him as well. Here comes Greg Smith in the 6th truck. Ran into a tiny little bit of trouble with the 64 and an exit of the apron. Fell back a ways, then went in on the next caution, got some new tires, and now he's inside the top 5. He's got Brock Bigelow in tow behind him, Mike Forstner right behind that, and Todd Keir lined up. So they're lining up pretty good. Garrett Boyd went from leading to 9th. And he's right in front of Corey Blevins. The first running of the trucks on new tires, and that may not last for long because Mackey and company are coming. Mackey's coming through. Horn's going to probably come with him. The draft is so big here. Chavez on fresh tires. Gaxel's got good skin under it. There's Michael Everett, 15th right now. Looking at about 24 to 28 laps before we have pits again. I think a lot of guys are going to get in the window. That's why everybody's running so hard right now. It was pretty close quarters on the front stretch, Bill. They were so close they were touching each other, and it caused a wreck. So David Durand around the inside takes the lead away from Barletta. Pearson trying to hang on to 3rd, but the trucks on the outside, Greg Smith, Justin Durand, have a pretty good run up that backstretch. Justin Durand bailed out, went to the bottom. He'll go back to the top now. Pearson went right across the nose of Greg Smith, and Smith just dove to the apron. High-speed chess. Reed Rundle back at 18th now. Restarted on the front row on that last restart about 13 laps ago. And he has fallen all the way back to 18th right now. Blevins and Boyd, 13 and 14. There are a couple of the other trucks that stayed out on the older tires, and they are paying the price. They'll be the first trucks to go to pit road. They'll try to undercut the field here. Bigelow and Forstner side by side. Coming out of turn 4. They'll stay that way to the start-finish line. And about a half a truck, Bigelow kept that spot. And Now Forstner clears, and he pulls up to the bumper of the 5 truck of Justin Durand. A little arguing over real estate going on here between the 6 and the 83. Greg Smith will go to 3rd. Pearson trying to hang on to 4th. Justin Durand pulled to the inside. Forstner lost a spot back to Bigelow. And again, Pearson slides behind the 5, pulls the draft, dives to the bottom in turns 3 and 4. You got Bigelow. Thought about going down there and pushing with him. So look at what's going on from the cockpit of the 69 truck. You can see David Durand out in front, about half a straightaway ahead of this. Forstner around Pearson into 6th place. David Durand back in command. Getting away from these guys. He's about 9/10 out in front. Kevin Spaulding has made it back on the racetrack in the 25 truck. Got it put back together. Looks like they've got the front end pretty well figured out. He's about 12 laps down. Oh, I'm sorry, 32 laps down. I was looking at trucks right around him on the scoring pylon. Yeah, he's a lap 46 for the leaders, and he just started lap 13. So Greg Smith now up to 2nd, and Justin Durand went around Harley Barletta as well, and he moves to 3rd. Barletta, Bigelow, Pearson, Forstner, Kier, Mackey, and Horn. That's 10th place right there. Chavez, Gaxel, Boyd 13th, hanging on with them old tires. Ebel, Downing, Blevins has fallen to 16th. Rundle is 17th, and Michael Everett is trying to take that away from him on the high side. And then Todd Cleek, Gary Wright, Jonathan Scott, Russell Harold, Jacob Mashburn. It's 1.3 seconds from David Durand to Greg Smith. Kind of starting to get into a good green field. Everybody's starting to get spread out just a little bit here. They are all the way around the Speedway as Reed Rundle finally heads for pit road. Missed his pit stall, had to back up. That has been the Achilles heel of the 43 for a hot minute. Mistakes on pit road. Green flag pit stops are a game changer. I say it a lot, but they truly are. This Rundle will now roll out. We're going to start watching for guys like Boyd and Blevins and that bunch. I think most of those guys pitted about lap 13, so they should be able to get in the 60s. And if they do, that will put them on that single stop to get there. All the rest of the field has to stop one more time. We'll see if the undercut is going to work. David and Justin Durand 1-2 now as Justin gets around Greg Smith. Smith the third, then Barletta and Bigelow. Pearson still sixth, and Forstner's right behind that. Brandon Mackey has reached the back of the 69 truck now. Chavez, 9th, and Horn, they're side by side, 9th and 10th right now. And Horn got a good run off the top of turn 2. He may be 9th when we get out of turns 3 and 4. Chavez, power move right back by. Ellie Barletta putting himself back in the mix, gets around Greg Smith, and Bigelow thought the door was open. Tried to go there himself, could not get it done, had to back off, got tight on the exit to turn 2, and he'll lose a lot of ground to the 6 truck. Side by side with Forstner now. There's a battle for the 5th spot. Bigelow right down on the door. Sometimes when you pinch, you pay, and Forstner did a good job keeping it out of that left-hand door of the 27. Pearson around the outside will take the spot away from Forstner now. And Mackey's going to try to do the same. Forstner lost a little momentum running door to door with Bigelow. .6 seconds from the 42 of David Durand back to the 5 of Justin Durand. And then it's just about 8 truck lengths to Greg Smith, who got back around Harley Barletta for the 3rd spot. Mackey now trying to pass the 27, the 99 on the outside. Got to the right-hand door, and he'll have the advantage, and Pearson was going to go try to take advantage of it too, and he may get the run coming out of turns 3 and 4 here. Not quite. Right across his bow. That's the 27. $99, $27, $83, $69, all here battling over top 5 positions. Greg Smith and Harley Barletta are side by side. Tight together through the middle of turns 1 and 2, almost touching doors. Smith, via the momentum on the high side, will hang on to the position. Meanwhile, David Durand, well, he's running off into the sunset. 2.7 seconds between himself and the 5 of Justin Durand. Todd Kleek on pit road, just ducked off. See the 45 head down. Ryan Campbell back on the track. 21 laps down. No other takers for pit road just yet. Mackey got clear of the Bigelow Forstner Pearson battle, and he has started to distance himself from these guys. About a half a second now. Frank Chavez up and into this mix in the 23 truck. Garrett Boyd heads for pit road. So does Corey Blevins and Gary Wright. We know these will be 4-tire stops. They're in the window to make it the rest of the way. This the undercut. A lot of the leaders aren't going to be pitting for another 10 to 15 laps. Boyd off the jack, and he'll roll away. Here comes Blevins. Russell Harold made it to his stall. There's Reed Rundle, still yet to go to pit road. Since the first caution. We should see him pretty quickly here, though. All these drivers last pitted about lap 25, so I'm going to go in the neighborhood of the next. I said 10. It's probably going to be a little less than that laps. Maybe 8, 9 laps. And we'll start seeing them all hit pit road here. Michael Everett, the last truck on the lead lap. Everett in 15th place. That was Ryan Camba back on the racetrack. Just went by him. We just talked about that a second ago. He's 24 laps down. Picking up spots, he's up to 25th. Other drivers drop out and he can finish. He still could make some more positions. Every point counts. This guy is smoking the field. 3 seconds in front of the nearest competition, which is Justin Durand. David Durand has full control of this field. 4.6 seconds to Greg Smith. Another second to Brandon Mackey. And then Mackey and Bigelow have come back together. They're starting to have a little tussle. There's Harley Barletta. He's on pit road. Slides into his box. All 4 tires go on. He'll rejoin. Where will he blend in at? A lot of drivers headed for pit road. Durand, Bigelow, Chavez, Pearson, Gaxel, Horn, all on pit road. What did I miss? Scotty. There comes David Durand onto pit road as well. So the leader finally coming in. Greg Smith, Mike Forstner right behind him. And Forstner just about made it to the outside of the cone. Oh, you missed yeah, you missed a couple of things. Not much. Brandon Mackey now your leader. Kier and Ebel behind that. There's Greg Smith going to his pit stall. Justin Durand on the apron coming out of pit road. We'll see where he slots in. That was Garrett Boyd going by. Reed Rundle, Boyd, and then Durand. So a lot of drivers on and off pit road right now. Brandon Mackey is on to pit road. Todd Kier stays out. So does Brad Ebel. David Durand just rolled back to the Speedway. There's Mackey, not to his pit stall just yet. Todd Kier out front. We'll see how long Kier tries to hang on. Lets the 19 of Russell Harold go by. That opens the door, and so does Garrett Boyd slip through. There comes Ebel. It's only about 1.6 seconds. There's a Reed Arundel, currently third. Right at the tail end of the lead lap. Garrett Boyd just unlapped himself, so he's technically the last car in the lead lap. And David Durand is right behind that. And Justin Durand is really close there. And that was a close call for the 5 car. Went around the high side of Keir, and it almost cost him getting clipped in the left rear corner. Rundle going to get past. Keir and Evil both ducked to pit road, so the leaders are on pit road. And there's Brad Ebel in his. Garrett Boyd currently has the lead, but the Durand boys right behind him. 30 laps to go. Think the 21 would be hoping right now to go about 10 more laps and get a caution. I'm pretty sure he still has a set of tires down in the pits. And that would give him a decided advantage. The last little run of this thing. You're talking about only 6 lap difference between 42 and the 5. Or 42 and the 5 versus the 21 on pit stops. Little door draft there from the 5 to slow the 21 down. Barletta to 4th. Rundle is still 5th. Losing a lot of time here. There goes Bigelow. Here comes Greg Smith. And that's Mike Forstner right behind them. I think these 3 are going to stay lined up, and they're going to take the 43. Oh, boy, in between trucks. That was a dangerous move. 2 truck drifted up off the bottom just a little bit. The 69 had to course correct. It almost cost him because the back end stepped out. Brandon Mackey now 9th, and Steven Pearson's right behind him. They'll be catching up to Rundle momentarily. Rundle pitted on lap 48, so he's been out here for quite some time. About 25 laps. Up front, David Durand back in command again. Justin Durand about 0.4 of a second behind him, and then Garrett Boyd is really trying hard to hang on to 3rd right now. Only about 6 to 7 laps difference between himself and the guys that are just going faster right now. Getting off sequence with these guys doesn't seem to be working out for the 21. Like I said, we get down here to about 12 or 15 to go. Maybe 17 to go. If he could get a caution and go get more tires, which he'll have a set in the pits, he'd have a big advantage on these guys, but he is going to have to hope for another caution. And a lot of these guys do not want to see that. They want to get to the end because they're going to get what they can get. Looks like Durand and Durand show out front. There goes Greg Smith. 5th. Around Bigelow, at least for the moment. He'll clear him here. Should be able to pull up, but Bigelow will run down the hill, and he might have a little bit of a run up the backstretch. Not quite enough to get there before we got to turn 3. Forstner stays tucked in behind that. Mackey's a ways back, but he's got help. Steven Pearson has helped push him. They got around Chavez, and now they're starting to reel in Bigelow and Forstner. Russell Harrell, 27 in the 69. David Durand going around Michael Everett. That'll knock Everett off of the lead lap. That'll put 20 cars remaining on the lead lap. Barletta got around Boyd and opened up a pretty good size gap. Boyd's bid to go 3 in a row here. Midwest Truck Series is in jeopardy. Be 20 to go this time. He may need a miracle. Smith in the 5th spot. Bigelow and Forstner still battling for 6th and 7th. Tyler Horn 11th. Corey Blevins is 12th. Blevins not having a very good run tonight, or what we're used to seeing here at Kansas from the 24. Reed Arundel still in the 13th spot. Gaxel and Downing behind that. Cleek is 16th. Kier from the lead rejoins the field in 17th. Evil came in with him, came out with him, and they stay right behind one another. And Jonathan Scott, Gary Wright. Right, the last truck on the lead lap. And then there's Michael Everett. Josh got lapped. Russell Harrell, Jacob Mashburn. Coy Callis is still making laps. He's about 4 laps down. Ryan Camba about 24 laps down. And then Kevin Spaulding's still making laps. Talked to him after his wreck. Said he'd get it fixed and get out there, get what they could. Meanwhile, David Durand has opened it up to 1.3 seconds on Justin Durand. And Harley Barletta is trying to make up another 1.3 seconds. See if he can score a second place finish here tonight. Garrett Boyd is about to have company because the 6th truck of Greg Smith has sniffed up the draft on the straightaways of the 21. And he is closing in. He is there now within half a truck length. 16 to go. So Smith around Boyd. That's 4th and 5th. Bigelow now trying to make up the gap. See if he can score a top 5. About 1.4 seconds is what he needs to make up in the next 14 laps. Mike Forstner still right behind him. Forstner's 7th. Then it's Mackey and Pearson, 8 and 9. And Chavez is still 10th. So 23 truck still inside the top 10, having a good run tonight. Our hard charger, Corey Blevins, started 26th. He is 12th in the running order right now. Oh, trucks on the high side, trucks on the apron, and David Durand shot through the gap. Justin Durand got it closed down to about a second now. Just a handful of laps ago is 1.4 seconds. Harley Barletta another 2.8 seconds behind that. Solidly into third. Bigelow not making up a lot of ground in a hurry on the 21 truck. It's 1.2 seconds. It was 1.4 when we checked the last time. 11 laps remaining. David Durand has opened it back up. It's nearly 1.3 seconds once again. Lap traffic slowed him up a little while he was picking his way through that handful of cars. And now he has opened things up and he is driving away from the 5 truck once again. Barletta is third, but he may not be for long. That 6 truck is closed in quick. Got it down to just a few truck lengths now. It's about 0.2 of a second, which is about 8 truck lengths total, nose to tail. Still come up behind Gary Wright in that 95 truck. We'll see if that impedes either driver. Smith just being steady and smooth and running the same line. Now he'll lose a little bit of space. Got tight in the dirty air off the 81. The last third of the corner, if you get in the dirty air, really makes the nose take off. That time he kept that left front corner pinned down low. Had clean air going across the hood. And gets within a handful of truck lengths, and then the dirty air takes over. And he loses space, especially off of turn number 2. That's Garrett Boyd and Brock Bigelow in that shot as well. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th all together here. Hey, Anna. A happy birthday to driver 6 here. We talked about Boyd and Bigelow. They're right there. So it's close. There's Mike Forstner as well, top 7 there. 1.8 seconds now with 6 laps remaining. David Durand, Yarden, the whole bunch. Want to go back and watch this 3rd and 4th place battle here. Smith gets close. Right here, he's got it down to about 5-6 truck lengths. And then Barletta has the clean air in front. Durand gets in the dirty air behind, and everything he makes up on that entry, he loses on the exit to the corner. Garrett Boyd late in this one is making a run back into the fray. That time brushed the fence out of turn 4, so everything he made up, he lost. Wave lap 5 to go. Durand is already on the backstretch. Three truck battle here for the final podium spot. It's easy to get close. What it's not easy to do is get that nose planted and get a run off where you can make a big move. And I know one thing is true in auto racing. It doesn't matter what form it is. You can't pass the guy in front of you following in his tire tracks. So you got to do something a little bit different. That time Smith stays out wide. Trying to catch a little momentum. Meanwhile, Garrett Boyd is lurking, getting closer and closer. We're running out of laps here. Final podium spot kind of up for grabs. Top 2 spots, as long as those 2 drivers keep them facing forward, I think it's decided first and second. What's not decided is right here at 3rd place. And Kevin Spaulding, a little fresher tires, is going to get in here in this mix and see if he can help decide this 3rd place race. Got alongside Boyd there, and that'll kill the exit for the 21. And now he'll dive to the inside of the 6, getting down here to turns 3 and 4. That may open things up and let Boyd get a shot to get 4th from Smith, but that didn't materialize. White flags in the air. Spaulding right on the bumper of the 81 truck. David Duran down the backstretch for the final time. 1.6 seconds in front. And he is going to easily cruise to victory here tonight at Kansas. Justin Duran, the points leader, going to come home second, extend his points lead because Barletta's going to get 3rd, Smith 4th, and Boyd 5th. Bigelow in 6th, Forstner in the 7th spot. Mackey 8th, Pearson 9th, Chavez 10th. And then it's Corey Blevins, Chris Gaxel, Tyler Horn, Brad Ebel, Todd Keir, Todd Kleek through 16th, all the lead lap cars. Jonathan Scott, Gary Wright, Michael Everett, Russell Harold, Reed Rundle, Jacob Mashburn, Coy Callis, Travis Downing, Ryan Campbell, Kevin Spaulding, Cody Smith, and Adam Vinny rounding things out tonight here at Kansas. So let's start trying to find some of our drivers and get them moved around into where they need to be to talk to us. I don't have either one of the Durans. There they are. They showed up in the chat just when I was needing to talk to them. So good timing from them. Let's grab our 3rd place finisher in the 81 truck, Harley Barletta. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going tonight?
It is going good, man. You had to fight a little there those last 15 laps or so to keep the 6 truck from getting a good run at you.
Yeah, it's really fun to aero block at the end of those races because like there's really nothing else you can do. We're all on old tires. We're all sliding all over the place or getting tight. Like all you can do is aero block, but it's a lot of fun when you figure it out.
Yeah, it looked like every time he would make up 3 or 4 truck lengths, you'd get the air covered on the exit of the corner and everything would be lost and you'd be able to breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I think that lap car there in the final laps there helped me out because he went to the top there and kind of blocked their air in 3 and 4 because they were running a little higher than me. So I think that helped out a lot.
Yeah, looked like early we might be in a little bit of a caution-filled race tonight. And then after we got through that second caution, you guys went green flag pit stops. And 81 truck got it done getting on and off pit road. You're going to hang on to a 3rd place tonight.
Yes, sir. I want to thank Midwest Trucks, SecureALift Boat Lift Restraint Systems, you guys, the Dirt Racing Network. Roger, you're awesome. I love the broadcast, and I love being around. Y'all do a great job.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. Thanks for chatting with us. I'll see you back here next Wednesday night.
Yes, sir. I'll see you later, bud.
Harley Barletta finishing 3rd here tonight, and now he had to go all the way to the back, started dead last. He drove it up. He took the lead for a little bit, but he just did not have enough for the 42 truck. Justin Duran, 2nd place tonight at Kansas.
Yeah, it was a good run from the back. It was very hard to make passes with how cool the track was and just how tight the setup is here at Kansas with the trucks. I really think if you're going to run here, you should probably make it hot during the day to kind of utilize more lanes. It kind of became like a bottom feeder. Not kind of what Kansas really is, but it was fun to drive through the mid-pack there for a little bit till we got that first yellow, and I just kind of played the strategy game for the track position. Worked out well there. Got as much cleaner as I possibly could. David was really fast all night. I had a very good shot at getting him there in that pit cycle. I think we were side by side at turn 3, and I just had to check up for a guy on like 40 lap old tires in the middle of the track. So once I had to check up there, he was able to just clear and just had to clear the rest of the run. There was nothing I could do.
Looked like he got it down from about 1.8 seconds to a second there for just a little bit. And as soon as you guys picked your way through that lap traffic, he was gone again.
Yeah, he was fast all night. He's pretty good at Kansas. And like I said, clean air is very important when you have a track that kind of becomes a little more single lane. So you just got to utilize that to your advantage with the clean air.
Well, it's not going to hurt you much in the points, so you're going to extend over second. I think fourth place closed up just a little bit. He finished pretty close to you, but still a great night in the points, and it's going to keep you out front going into next week. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Just appreciating all how many people did we have tonight? 28 people here, racing your Kansas Midwest Truck Series. That was a good show. I think we had I believe 2 yellows. That's not bad here for kind of how you had to race this track tonight. So that's a good showing by the field. So shouts out to them there. And then the SecureALift Boat Lift Strength Systems for being our sponsor this season again. So appreciate them. Hopefully made them put a good use in the name with the race tonight. And then you and the Dirt Racer Network for another good broadcast. Hope you had a good time.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the run. I'll see you back here next Wednesday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Justin Durand, second here tonight, 2. The other Durand, a 42 truck, a dominating performance. You kind of look like you were toying with these guys a little bit there.
No, I don't think. I mean, I wish I was, but I think what really important, what really transpired was the clean air. This truck and track combo, it really just when you have clean air here, it's very, very important how this truck handles. So able to find a way to get around some guy, especially in the restarts and the start of the race, when cold tires are cold, and how to make some moves to get out clean air, because if you're behind someone, you're aero tight and it's hard to make any moves, and if you're trying to run really hard, you're gonna burn up the right front pretty good. And so I think patience was a big thing too, and trying to get around everyone. So it really paid dividend for sure.
Yeah, it looked like every time you had clean air, you were able to drive away. 5 truck closed it up a couple of times while you were carving your way through some of the lap traffic, and then once you got clear again, man, just opened it right back up. This track at night, it really drives different than it does during the day. You kind of have to one-line this thing.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was during the day, so you can run multiple lines, run top, middle, or in the bottom for that matter. And yeah, I think it would have been a lot better racing for sure, and also tire wear would have been a really big advantage there. So like this last run right here, I mean, Justin had better tire wear than I did, and he was still losing time, which is kind of weird. So it's just like the importance of the clean air with this combination was very, very key for sure, and I'm just happy to come on top of it.
Well, an awesome job. You get the win tonight. Shout outs and thank yous before we let you go celebrate, please.
Thanks Midwest Truck Series, let me be a part of their league, SecureALift Restraint Systems, and also the Dirt Racer Network. So I'll be able to watch this broadcast later tonight and see how it went, Roger. So I appreciate everything you do for this league, man.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. I'll see you back here next Wednesday night.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
David Durand with the win at Kansas tonight. Good run for these guys. A couple of cautions early, and then we get about 75, 80 laps, I guess it was. Green flag. And, green flag pit stops did make a difference. Started to break up the field, and we had to go through them. And, once you do that, then it's all about trying to find that draft. And these guys talked about the dirty air. Some made it work for them. They made it work against others. So, good job to everybody. It was a fun race to cover. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to tune in with me tomorrow night. FUN Road to Pro Series. They will be at Iowa in the Cup Cars. That is an 8 o'clock Eastern qualifying and race time. So make sure you tune in just a couple of minutes before. If you haven't already, Like, share, and follow on Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. You'll know every time we go live. I want to thank you guys for being here. Without you, there is absolutely no reason for us to do this. And without all the awesome leagues that give us great racing on a nightly basis, there's nothing for us to cover. So a high five, a pat on the back to everybody that's involved in making all that happen. Till we see you again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down and come back and see us as soon as